Role as head coach of Floyd Masson. Second camp with Floyd. Spent time obviously overseas in Vegas and here. What improvements have you seen from Floyd from camp 1 to camp 2?
He's boxing very well, and the last fight was extremely hard. This is going to be a hard one as well. But the preparation's been great, and he's only going to rise to the next level, defending his title on Saturday.
And do you expect this to be the toughest test of his career?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, every fight's tough. But we've, just like echoing what they're saying too, we've done the preparation and we did 6 weeks in Las Vegas, 3 weeks here. It's been perfect. So we're ready to go.
What improvements will we see from Floyd?
Just his fitness is better. Everything's better. I mean, he's stepped up. He can't be denied this fight. They'll win on Saturday night. That's it.
All right, well, we're going over to Floyd. So, ladies and gentlemen, here's a guy that's quickly establishing a reputation for fight of the year performances, and we saw that in the last fight with Fabio Torchi. So to lift this belt, we saw both guys give it everything. We saw both guys finish the night in hospital side by side. We know the story there. Twins on the way as well. A lot happened between that fight and getting ready for this one. So how has life changed for Floyd Masson since that moment when you lifted that belt?
Man, nothing's really changed, to be honest. Obviously we had the kids, so there was a bit of a change there, but just so more motivation, I guess. Like at the end of the day, there's more to fight for. I was straight back training, getting into my running and all that, so I was fit before I started camp, and then pretty much I was just straight back into camp, getting ready for this fight.
The last fight was an absolute war, and often we talk about what that can take out of a fighter. Do you feel though that has taken anything out of you, or has that made you a better fighter since that moment?
I think it's made me a better fighter because I know what I need to do to win these fights without taking as much damage, and it's just given me more motivation and hunger to keep winning, and I just know I've got a lot to fight for, so yeah.
And is that a part of the adjustment where we'll see improvements in Floyd Masson for this one?
Yeah, definitely. I've been so disciplined in camp, and saying meaning disciplined in sparring, like I haven't been doing what I usually do. If I take a good shot, kind of trade with the person. I've been boxing smart, been working really hard, and I always think at the end of the day, like in camps, you got to do 2 things: make sacrifices, work hard, and I've made my sacrifices in camp. I've worked harder than ever, and that's going to pay off on the night.
And I'll tell you something you already know. You've got an opponent here to my left that's very determined. He's spoken about the bitterness from his last controversial, I won't call it a loss, or he might be angry with me again. So, but just that fight, and just this opportunity and coming here with a real chip on his shoulder and wanting to take it out on you.
Yeah, 100%. Like I watched his last fight, of course, and I thought he won the fight. So as I was saying, like if anyone's watched him fight and watched me fight, they know they're in for a good fight. I knew how hard and how much I wanted to win the title, so I'm pretty sure he'll have that same sort of hunger. So he's coming to fight, and I'm coming to fight. So it's just who's going to execute their game plan on the night, and whoever wants it more at the end of the day.
And it's one thing to win the title; it's always defending and keeping it, which is the hard part.
Yeah, that's it. It's kind of just, every fight from now on is going to be a hard fight. So you just got to make the changes, and you got to keep learning, putting the work in the gym, and make sure you're improving, not just ticking the boxes.
And similar to what I asked Taylor before, you're not looking past Saturday, but for you, there's a bigger picture out there as well that can open up with a win Saturday.
Yeah, 100%, man. I've dedicated my life to this sport, and there's a lot I'm fighting for. Fighting for my family. I know what I'm fighting for too. So, and that's providing for my family too. So, winning these type of fights is what I can do to, support my family, and there's nothing that'll stop me doing that.
So what's Saturday afternoon? The Warriors, 4 o'clock, then into you later that night?
Yeah, I'll be up the last.
Put your hands together, ladies and gentlemen, for Floyd Masson. So that is our main event. So that is our big card of action. So